Welcome to my channel. My name is Khandy, and the first thing I want you to do is go ahead and like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. So this video is going to be on building a good profile. This is very important. Very important because I saw a horrible profile the other day. Horrible in my opinion. Again, I'm just a real mom that adopted a baby. Listen, I'm not an adoption professional. I'm just a mom that adopted a baby with an opinion. And I think an adoption profile can make or break your adoption potential and success. So hear me out. So when you are with an agency, they build your profile. They have people, they have professionals that build your profile. This is what they do. They specialize in this. So you don't really have any issues. Your one job is to get them beautiful photos, write an essay, tell them what your favorite food is, vacation spots, things like that, and they will build everything for you. Now, if you are building this profile by yourself, this is your time to shine. This is also the time that you can pretty much be sitting there for a while and wonder why no one is contacting you. You need to have some really good pictures. I'm telling you this because birth mom and birth dads, what they're looking for are they're looking for your pictures. Now, you don't want to have pictures that look like you hired a professional photographer to take all of your photos because everything is going to look posed. You don't want to do that. But you also don't want to have pictures that look like you took them with a BlackBerry from, and for all you young folks, BlackBerries are phones that were super cool a couple of years ago. But you don't want to have pictures that look like you took them with a BlackBerry, 10, 11, 12 years ago. So make sure that if you're taking the photos with your smartphone, the photos look good. Everything doesn't need to necessarily look posed, but clear, valid, up-to-date photos, maybe within the last 2 years. So when and if they do meet you, you still look like what you look like in the photos. You know what I mean? Not like you look like in high school, because unless you just graduated high school 2 years ago, then that would be accurate. Get some candid shots. Candid shots to me are my favorite shots. The shot where you're like, just laughing, ha ha, hee hee. Those are my favorite shots. So make sure that you're getting those shots. Those are what people are looking for. They're looking for the real you, not the posed you, what you think is the perfect you. So make sure that that's what you're capturing. They want to see a genuine connection. So if you are by yourself or if you are with a husband, wife, or partner, they want to see genuine love. They want to see you with your pets. They want to see your home. They want to see your favorite vacation spots. If you say you love to travel, but you have no photos of you traveling, where are you traveling to? What are you talking about? You say you love animals, but there's not one photo of you and your pet. What animals do you love? You know what I mean? You say you love cooking. There's not one photo of you cooking or eating food in there. Make sure that this profile is representative of you and your family. You have to make sure that this profile is where you are going to come and shine. That is what you want to do with your profile. What you do not want to do with your profile is write a dissertation. No. You don't want your profile to be 10 to 12 pages, and in the 12 to 10 pages, you have 10 to 12 photos, and everything else is writing. People don't want that. So when I said, again, that in the beginning, when I was looking for information on adoption, there were a million blogs. I wasn't going to sit down and read everybody's blog. That's not my thing. I used to drive a lot for work. And so if I had to drive 4 hours to where I was going to work, I could not read. But what I could do is I can put on a YouTube video and listen. So that has always been my thing. I want to hear audio. I'm a talker. That's what I do, as you can see. I like to verbally communicate. My husband, he can sit there and read because he's not trying to hear you. He doesn't want to talk to you. See, right? He's smiling. He doesn't want to talk to you. So he can sit there and read. I want to hear you. I want to make the verbal communication. I want to do that part. So try to keep it at a minimum, because I'm telling you what birth moms have been saying in a lot of these groups that I follow. When they saw the photos, they're making a connection with that. I saw they had a dog in the photo, and the dog reminded me of the dog I had when I was a child. The husband was wearing a shirt that reminded me of a shirt that my father had. The mother was wearing an apron that reminded me of an apron that my mother had. Oh, they went to Paris and I've always wanted to go to Paris. I want my child to be able to travel. These are things that they are looking at. They are not looking to see that you are able to write a 12-page paper. They don't want to read a 12-page paper. They're already making big decisions in their life rather than to sit down and read this. It is, no one has time for that right now. It is not the thing. So if you are going to make a 12-page anything, make sure that the majority of that are photos. I'm just saying, photos, good photos, okay? Don't include your personal info. So don't include, I wouldn't put my last name in there unless this was coming from an agency, and the agency still wouldn't put your last name in there. They would send it in like a different way, but don't include your last name in there, your real phone number in there. You can set up like a Gmail phone number, like a Google phone number, or some other type of phone number that you have, a personal email that you set up for yourself, just to make sure that you're keeping your personal private information safe away from anyone else, because you don't know how this is going to pan out, and you just don't want to put all of your information on social media, because again, you're going to probably post this on social media. So you want to make sure that your personal information is safe. Don't make promises you can't keep. I mean, it's pretty much simple. In these profiles, you're pretty much introducing yourself, telling a little bit about yourself, what you do, what your spouse does, why you want to be parents, what led you to your adoption journey, and what type of parents you hope to be. Don't make promises about what you are planning to do with their child that you cannot keep. I'm going to show your child all these different countries and places, and you still never seen them yourself. That's just not feasible. It's not honest. You understand what I mean? Like, be who you are. If you go camping every weekend, say, I can't wait to take your child camping because that's what I love to do. If you love to fish, I can't wait to show this child how much we love to fish. If you love swimming, I can't wait to teach your child how to dive off the tallest diving board. Keep it to what you love and be honest with them. I want to make sure that your child loves to read books. Keep it honest. Don't make all these promises that you can't keep. Don't focus on income or materialistic things. This is not a competition as to who makes more money. It's distasteful, first of all. So don't do that, okay? Don't come on here just like flashing money and showing these luxurious vacations and all these things, because you don't know how it may be offensive to some people. So just don't do that. It may target a certain audience. It may put you out there to scammers. So don't open up Pandora's box if you're not ready for it. So don't do it. Also, we do know that a lot of women that are adopting, we have faced, and I say we because myself have faced fertility issues. Don't make that the main focus. Don't make that the main focus. Okay? You can sprinkle a little bit of it in there, but don't make that the main focus as to, I did 11 IVFs, 3 IUIs, we tried this. That's not the main focus. Yes, we've had some infertility issues. However, and just caveat off of that, just brush over it, because that shouldn't be your main focus, because you don't want to make it seem like we're only here because of that. You know what I mean? Because to me, it's just not fair. So if you want to touch on that, touch on it, but don't spend too much time on it, because I don't think that they really want to hear about it too much. You know what I mean? Last thing is, you want to make sure that you give a positive outlook on adoption. So whether you have siblings are adopted, whether you are adopted, whether you have family members that have adopted, whatever outlook you have on adoption that is positive, you want to focus on that. Okay, you want to make sure that they know that their child will not be singled out because they are not biologically related to them. And that is not going to hinder them as far as being looked at as one with the family. So you want to make sure that adoption is not going to be an issue with them or the extended family and friends. So at Christmas time, the child is going to be accepted. Thanksgiving time, accepted. Any time of the year, accepted. That child will be their child, and we are going to raise this child as our own. Okay? So when you are building this profile, it is your time to shine. It is your time to shine. Pick good photos, current photos, keep the writing to a minimum. Okay? And when you're writing, also try to use good English. I mean, I'm not the strongest writer, so I always have my attorney, my husband, look over everything before to proofread it to make sure. So if you have one of those on deck, give it to your husband or your friend or whoever it is that you know will be able to proofread things for you to make sure that it sounds well, you have the proper verbiage going, or your punctuations are right, you're just not using a bunch of run-on sentences. Give it to that person. And again, this is if you're not using an adoption agency. And if you are using an adoption agency, trust me that they will send you that adoption profile before they publish it. So everything will work out, but the adoption profile is so important. That is all I have to say about adoption profiles. If you have any further questions that you'd like to ask me, or even if you are building an adoption profile and you'd like for me to check it out, I would love to do that. So you saw that excitement? I want to see people's profile because I've seen some that I'm just like, oh, I wish they would have called me. So if you are building an adoption profile and you want somebody to look at it, I'm your girl. So again, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day, and I will upload another video shortly. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.